Aloha, Hawaii. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, and we are watching Hurricane Douglas. Yes, it's still a hurricane, bearing down on Hawaii, and the models have it making landfall on Honolulu. So hopefully everyone is prepared and getting to higher ground and ready for Hawaii to possibly get hit with a hurricane or a tropical storm. And this is after the remnants of the hurricane hit on South Texas, still moves through Mexico and South Texas, still bringing a whole lot of rain to quite a few places in the deep south. And the hits just keep on coming. As we got heavy storms and moisture rolling through Oklahoma, Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and parts of Mississippi and Alabama, with the heel of Louisiana getting some action as well. And so I hope you enjoyed the last 2 weeks, because the energy was light compared to what we're going to deal with over the next 3 weeks, pretty much on every level. So everybody, please buckle up. And now I'm about to talk to you guys about something you may or not want to hear, because I'm going to be breaking down future storm Isaias as best as I can. So if you're into like model runs, well, here we go. Are you ready? Psych, I'm still talking about Hawaii. So yeah, the model runs basically have it making landfall on Honolulu. It could go south of that. It could go north of that. Please be prepared. Douglas is a bitch, and Douglas is still a hurricane. So Douglas will still be able to pack a major punch. And either way, it's going to be a pretty big storm, bringing some high winds, some heavy surf, and some major rain. So Kalua, Lahana, Honolulu, and Kapala, be on alert. All right, now we're talking about Isaias. And the main deal with Isaias is how low will it go and how fast will it develop. The faster it develops, the higher it will go. The slower it develops, the lower it will go. And so all eyes are on this, as it is a danger to the East Coast. I would say at this point, it's got about a 50-50 chance of hitting the USA. So we're going to be checking out the models, and this is an event that will happen in about 10 days. We'll start out with the good news first. The regular GFS has it lightly grazing the nose of North Carolina before being pushed out to sea. The GFS Parallel Universe has it striking New York and Massachusetts, where Boston is, as a Category 2, Category 3 hurricane. The icon only goes out to the 30th, and it has it pretty slow and pretty low, but big. The Gem has it slow and low, headed up pretty much to the same area, maybe a little bit east of the GFS Parabolic. As a Category 1, Category 2 hurricane. The Nav Gem, which only goes out to the 2nd of August, has it kind of slow and to the westest of all of them, which would be bad news. And it would be a Category 2-ish, Category 1 hurricane. And the Euro is really interesting. It does not have either one developing into a hurricane, but this is Isaias, is a big storm here. And then this would be a potential hurricane following it. Here, we'll watch this run, because I like to spoil you. All right, so that's Isaias. See how Isaias, watch, see, Isaias gets crushed by the islands, but still is headed towards South Texas. I'm not saying it would go to South Texas. I'm just saying the euro has it staying pretty dang low. And if that formation were to stay that low, it would definitely make landfall. But if it went over the tops of all the islands, it probably wouldn't be much of a storm, though it would have a chance to redevelop once it got back into the Gulf. Watch how it pretty much goes over Puerto Rico, the Turcos and Caicos, the Cubas. Yeah, no, there's another one, Cuba. But it would still be a large storm, but it would just be a big rainstorm. But it might do some damage to Puerto Rico on the way in, and then it would have a storm behind it. So see that? There's one that's developing right behind it that goes up into the Cayman Islands. So these are definitely interesting days. So everybody, be cool, stay cool, say your prayers for your fellow Americans and Earthlings as we enter into the hot part of hurricane season. And Hawaii's next on deck to get hit by a hurricane or storm. And then what comes after that will be Isaias, and we'll be watching. But then, yeah, we got reason to believe that another storm would form behind it. And here comes the bad news. Traditionally, we are here in hurricane activity. And so we've still got this mountain of hurricane activity that pretty much stops being active around November. So that gives us 4 months. And the peak is in September 10th, so that gives us 6 weeks. So if what is happening now is just the start of the show, it is a great time for Americans to be ready, because we are going through a plague. And then we have the media and both sides, the politicians, trying to convince people that the plague's not that big a deal and that we don't need social safety nets. And so, the next few months are going to be insane. And with, all planets on the same side of the sun, and this planet parade, and Jupiter and Saturn lining up for a big dance, December 21st, you got to think at some point, earthquakes, volcanoes, and even a possible tsunami may be the big story of the week or the month sometime in 2020. So, stay cool. We will make it through 2020 with prayer, peace, teamwork, and a whole lot of inner strength and resiliency. So, I'm here with you, is what I do. And thank you guys all for being awesome and amazing. I can't thank you enough. Y'all are pretty dang tremendous. Thank you again to Paula, Mary, Lois, and Fairy Tale. They all treated me really well, so I'm going to do what I can to bring you guys the best information that helps protect you, your family, and your friends, your town, your communities, and I'll get my sense of humor back. Sorry, the last week was quite a run. I can't believe the hurricane season just started, but it did. All right, so let's snap to it, party people. And aloha. Aloha means hello and goodbye. So God bless everyone. Stay cool. Let's live long and prosper together. May the force be with us all. Hit the button, baby. Aloha.